So we're on episode 14 from season 1 of Gotham, and this one is called The Fearsome Dr. Crane. This is another one that kind of takes a look at the father figure of someone we will know to become one of Batman's villains, aka the Scarecrow, Jonathan Crane. In this, we see his father and the impact that he has on his son. Now, in a previous episode, we got to see Black Mask's father. So we had a little look into the Sionis family line there. Well, here it's the Crane family line. We get to see basically what makes Jonathan so messed up. When you've got a father like this, is there really any wonder you end up becoming the Scarecrow many years down the line? His father in this episode is played by Julian Sands, an actor who I wouldn't credit with the most talent, but he's reasonably effective here. The thing I most remember him from, well, the two films I most remember him from actually are Warlock and Arachnophobia. Now, he was okay in both of those films, but he's never really stood out to me, as a great talent. But I'm not here to bash him as an actor anyway. Like I say, he does a decent enough job here, and his character, he's basically abducting members of this group, this help group. You know, people get together, and it's a bit like Alcoholics Anonymous, except it's for people with fears. And he takes people from this group, gets them to the height of what it is they're afraid of, and then steals chemicals from their adrenal gland in order to experiment with it and come up with a drug. He's trying to come up with a drug that will conquer fear. But as we know, this will no doubt lead to Jonathan Crane coming up with the exact opposite, which is a drug to induce fear. That's the kind of the B plot really that's going on, the villain of the week, so to speak. It's quite good. I liked it. I enjoyed it, mainly because of Bullock. Once again, he kind of has something of a fancy for this woman who runs the group. And it's quite funny, it's quite amusing, but it's also quite endearing to see Bullock suddenly go all schoolboyish for this woman, and get very protective of her and kind of be disarmed, really. He lets his guard down around her. So we get to see a different side of him that we're not used to seeing. But it's still Bullock. You don't feel like it's a betrayal of the character to show us that. And again, dude who plays Bullock, excellent on the performance side of things. We get some more really good chemistry between Dr. Leslie Tompkins and Jim Gordon. I do like these two actors. I think their chemistry together is very natural. I believe actually recently these two actors got married. I don't know if that was something I've mistaken online. I saw a picture of them online getting married, and I don't know if I've taken something completely out of context there or what, but if they have, I could totally buy it, because I could totally believe it, because their chemistry in this series is really great. You feel like these two people genuinely have something going on. So whether that's because of something that's going on in real life, I don't know, but either way, yeah. Good work from those two. But I've got to say, my standout in this episode is Maroni. And again, the actor, I do it every week, don't I? At some point during these reviews, there's going to be one of the actors' names I'm going to forget. Maybe by the time we get into season 2, I'll have gotten over that hurdle. But yeah, Maroni in this steals the show. Really great stuff from him. Basically, he corners Penguin. He takes him on a little road trip, and they go to this cottage out in the woods because Maroni wants to grill Penguin. He wants to get to the bottom of whether or not he's lying at him. Now, I just said a couple of episodes ago when Penguin accidentally let something slip, I didn't know if Maroni kind of let him off for that, because deep down he was like, actually, I'm gonna keep tabs on you, mate, see what's going on here. It wasn't quite the case. This comes about basically because Fish Mooney drops a phone call to Maroni saying, look, here's the deal. Penguin's, he's actually working for Falcone. So, yeah, the confrontation between Maroni and Penguin at that cottage, really entertaining, really gripping. And the performance, like I say, from the guy who plays Maroni, absolutely spot on. He would be the next in line on the throne for The Sopranos, I think. If anybody was to take over from Tony Soprano, this dude would be it. But yeah, I mean, Robin Lord Taylor more than holds his own as well in those scenes. It's good to see them sparring against each other. I like when they play this kind of truth game. Maroni forces Penguin to do this truth thing, and basically Penguin keeps taking these pot shots at the food and the drink that Maroni's giving him and things like that. But yeah, really entertaining stuff. It's not a perfect episode, I will say that much. There are a couple of things in it that are kind of niggles. Like, I do like Edward Nygma in this episode, but there's a bit where he sets up the coroner. He puts all his body parts in the coroner's locker. And the fact that nobody catches on to what's really going on there, or at least, puts the suggestion out there that it could have been Nygma, because the timing is impeccable. This dude essentially gets Nygma fired, and then literally 5 minutes later, they find all these body parts in his locker, and then so the coroner gets fired. And it's like, suspect in so many ways, I don't buy that would just happen as smoothly as Nygma kind of planned it. I think people would be questioning the validity of that there. Mooney, it has an intriguing ending. She's on this ship. She's doing a runner from Gotham. She's on this ship, but some people basically invade it. And the final shot is of this guy and Mooney running at each other, looking pretty much like Hulk and the Abomination in Incredible Hulk, to be honest. When they're in the street going at each other, they look quite superheroic the way they run at each other. It's a nice shot. But yeah, it's a good episode. It's more than good. Very solid stuff. I give this one a 4 out of 5. Excellent. But what about you? Have you seen this episode? If so, what did you think about it? Comment below. Let me know as usual. And until next time, cracking.